Simon & Schuster Audio presents War on the Border, Villa, Pershing, the Texas Rangers, and an American Invasion by Jeff Gwynne, read by Timothy Andrés Pabon.
Prologue. Columbus, New Mexico, March 8th through 9th, 1916. On Wednesday afternoon, March 8th, in 1916, 37-year-old Pancho Villa crouched on a low hill about a mile south of the U.S.-Mexican border. A morning dust storm had left him and his exhausted followers coated with sand, but during the last few hours the air cleared, and so Villa had an excellent view as he trained his binoculars 4 miles to the northeast. For several long minutes, Mexico's most notorious rebel leader studied the American border town of Columbus, a desolate New Mexico hamlet described by one U.S. soldier stationed there as a cluster of adobe houses, a hotel, a few stores, and streets knee-deep in sand, which combined with the cactus, mesquite, and rattlesnakes of the surrounding desert were enough to present a picture horrible to the eyes. Columbus was home to perhaps 500 hard-scrabble civilians, approximately a 50-50 mix of Anglos and Hispanics, and a military camp whose officers and enlisted men faced daily the impossible task of guarding a 65-mile stretch on the American side of the sieve-like border against rustlers and other unwelcome interlopers. But to Villa, desperate after several overwhelming defeats against Mexican government forces and massive desertions reduced his once mighty army from about 40,000 to a few hundred, the unsightly little place represented opportunity. 5 months earlier, the U.S. had formally recognized the regime of patrician Venustiano Carranza, Villa's arch-enemy, and the man whose forces decimated Villa's in battles throughout 1915, as the official government of Mexico. President Woodrow Wilson and his advisers made the decision despite their collective dislike of the prickly Carranza, a haughty Mexican nationalist who constantly criticized every American diplomatic and military effort to suppress danger to U.S. citizens from Mexico.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?